Described only once in the Bible, that is compiled of the books we read today, created from the beginning and mentioned only once in Job 40 verse 19, as the chief of the ways of God, and he was created to be approached by the sword. He is the Behemoth, and was purposely hidden from the Hebrew translators, both from Israel and Rome. Isaiah 48:8. Yes, you have not heard this. Yes, you did not know this. At that time your ear was not opened, because I knew you would deal treacherously. You have been a transgressor from birth. Now the Hebrew word treacherous is of the intentions of hiding and covering over by deceit, or to pillage for money. The behemoth, a creation made to shake and invade, is paired together with the destroyer, to move in the will of the Father as one. Verse 7, they are created now, and not from the beginning, even before the day when you heard them not, lest you should say, behold, I knew them. The creation is a plural that is now made today as you hear this, singular. The world does not know them, but they will meet them soon. They were not found because the Father chose another, not from his first children, a foreigner that would speak of this. Isaiah 28:11. By a strange lips and another tongue he would speak to this people. And this is the explanation as to how this was hidden. The message was written backwards. The original Hebrew would read right to left, so backwards is how English is read, from left to right. Take the English translation and read it in the Hebrew direction, bottom to top. The letter begins in Job 40 verse 15, and it reads like this: as a vessel of the plow, he consumes and burns up the grass of the courtyard. Made as a pair, he is one. The behemoth. Surprise. The next verse 16 continues this letter. He was born at his center, a hostile force. He takes out of existence wickedness, vanity, and idols. His roar is his strength. And this pairing to man was described in Isaiah 42:13. Like a man of war he shall cry, yes, roar, and he shall prevail against his enemies. You see, this should not be confused with the roar of the lion. This is a different word in Hebrew, defined as a clear tone of sound that shakes foundations. Verse 17 continues the letter. They are entwined as one, likened to a pair of testicles. Tendons crowding together, they assemble themselves to shake and invade. Their tenacious roots were made to overcome, and the extension connected to a man is described in the next verses 18 and 19. Your extension of self is a cutting tool, forged in the fire, the steel of destruction. Draw near and become the destroyer. Tread down and lead the pathway as the first in time and rank, and he leads them to good ground. Verses 20 through 22. With pleasure the field of harvest will revive life to the created man, and the fruit produced on these mountain ranges will be acceptable to God. And the final words of instruction are to the destroyer, verses 23 and 24. By the sword of your mouth descend and draw up the faithful captive. Without hesitation assemble the flow against oppression. by the use of surprise, like a thief, to enter in with knowledge and with passion, seize their peace and rest. Assembling the flow against oppression by the shaker and destroyer as a thief was a prophecy of Joel 2:9-11. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them, and the heavens shall tremble, and the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.